Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making business.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
And up 18 Gator.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelsey now, not Travis, his brother who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
On second down, Smallwood. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Time to look at the defensive starters for Green Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. You've got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now I have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one complete to Reed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. A look at the numbers from a week ago for Reed. 8 catches, 71 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That one complete. He finds Shark. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Bo Scarborough, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, get a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
Here's Gall. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers for Jones last week, 14 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
On second down, it's Jones. And he loses the football a second time. And the Eagles have recovered.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball. What's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. For the Eagles, a look now at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll drop the throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
Ready to break.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Scarborough. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. From the red zone now, Goff. He's got his man. This is Tate. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Goff throwing again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Crosby puts it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points up.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
180! I don't think you got it, son. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50.
On first down, Goff. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be second and goal. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. Draw play here at Scarborough. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more. This is Scarborough. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
They run. This is Scarborough. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll run on the draw. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. "62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Scarborough. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now the Packers get set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and inches. Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A first scoring update now from Carolina. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is gone. It's complete to Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
50, plant.
Check, 53, crunch time, defense.
Shoot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jordan Reed has it, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
70, Indy. You get block me. You get block me. You get go.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, and it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. Anthony Miller, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Laquan Treadwell, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Daniel Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. In the game you're watching, it was Jared Goff with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina, and really pouring it on now are the Falcons. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try the air now with Goff. And he'll find Moreau here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Rashad Penny. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Gone. That's caught by Penny. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And they try to sweep to Jones. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Just like that. Just like that.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kenny Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's Scarborough again. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Go! 90 Wolf!
First down, a run with Smallwood. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Smallwood. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 32. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They try again with Scarborough. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. On 3rd and short, Smallwood. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run forward with Bo Scarborough. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Bo Scarborough with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gano for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now it's gone. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On now is the Packers punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Harry. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Smallwood. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Going right back to Smallwood. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 33. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
But give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. He's got his man. This is Tate. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Back to throw, Goff. Complete to Jones. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He finds Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed, they definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. To the air again. Goff. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
On the double.
Mike 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
They go.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go. 30 base.
Oh, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Get it.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. On to stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
94. Big hit.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one complete to Smallwood. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. This one complete to Smallwood. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop the throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gano's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Line 20.
On 1st down, gone. Jones has it. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now gone. He completes it to Tate. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And the 2nd down throw on target. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Robinson's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's gone. He completes it to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll set up a throw. Got his man. That's Harry. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they will take a knee here. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere. The most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for Philadelphia, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was